Hey everyone!
Hello.
Welcome to tonight's stream. So, if you missed yesterday's live stream, I am going to Orlando in 35 days to Universal. I know. I'm going to be staying at the Hard Rock Orlando. He is so upset about this because he can't go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And tonight, I'm going to cough myself to death. Tonight, we're going to talk about our favorite places to eat on the quick service plan because Sam and I had been to Universal before in 2018. Now, the first thing to note about the dining plan at Universal is that it's completely different than at Disney. You do not have to be staying on property. Sorry, I got my hair cut today and it's like all over the place. Like this little piece of hair there. You do not have to be staying on property to purchase it. However, if you are not staying on property, the only dining plan that you can purchase is the quick service dining plan, which is what we had because we were not staying on property.
We were over at
Westgate Lakes, which
nice resort.
Really nice resort. If you're looking for somewhere and you don't mind going through a
time presentation or like we were owners.
Right. Definitely would recommend it. Also, if you're looking for someplace like just to go eat, because you can park and eat at the cafe there, definitely go eat there and try the buffalo chicken flatbread pizza and the jet fuel spicy chicken strips.
Yes.
Because they are both phenomenal. We split a flat.
Yeah, it's jet fuel in
Orlando
and something else in Branson.
It's Volcano.
Okay.
Volcano in Orlando. It's at oh, what is the name of that restaurant? It's at all of them. I just went blank. Now I have to look it up, otherwise it's going to annoy me.
Drafts.
Yes, there it is. Drafts. Yep, it's Drafts. All Westgates have Drafts, and it's open to the public. You can go eat there even if you aren't staying there. Definitely recommend.
Good food.
Yeah, it's really good food, really good service, and we would definitely recommend it. We would probably eat there on a vacation just because. Yeah, because of the chicken flatbread pizza and the jet fuel.
Now, some of them are easier to get to. Like Branson's technically isn't on the timeshare property itself.
Right. It's like adjacent. It's timeshare adjacent. Put a ping. Yeah. Thank you, folks. I will be here all week. But so we were staying there. So we had the quick service dining plan. So what we had I can't talk, I swear. There are different types of the dining plan. There is the quick service dining plan that comes with one quick service meal, one snack, and one drink. And there's a quick service that is one quick service meal, one snack, and a refillable mug. And just as an FYI, they are still doing the refillable mugs. Currently, you just take your mug up, they scan it, and they give you a throwaway cup, and you just fill your mug from that cup. So that is how they're keeping it sanitary during these insane times that we are currently in. So what was your favorite meal that we ate on the dining plan?
Favorite would easily be Mel's, somewhat because of the atmosphere, the music. It's a an old drive-in style.
And it is located in the studios portion of Universal.
And you get a milkshake or malt with your combo.
And that's even if you had the refillable mug. So that was a really nice perk that we didn't know that they did.
So that would easily take the cake for number one. But there's so many that we didn't try as well,
And that is really true because we were only there a few nights. And then we were using what they call a lock-off portion of our timeshare. And the people in the main area were smoking, not legal stuff. and it was making me violently ill every time we went into our room, and they finally figured it out, and they did move us, and they took
us into a 2-bedroom,
Yeah.
2-bath.
It was
nice.
it was such a nice room. I was like, dude, we should have complained. I had complained a couple nights, but the people weren't in there, and finally I said it smells funny, and so they finally sent security up.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were really nice about it and took care of it. So, but I was feeling so sick that we just didn't go back to the theme parks. But so your favorite is Mel's, and my favorite was actually the Three Broomsticks over in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Which is another good one. I enjoyed the fish and chips.
And I had chicken. I think I eat enough chicken that I could probably turn into one very, very easily. Cluck, cluck. One of the things that I liked about the snack credits was that we could use them on like everyday vendor items.
Like Ben and Jerry's.
There's a Ben and Jerry's in Universal in the New York area.
Yes. And Auntie Anne's was also in the New York area.
Yep. And so like because we each had a snack per day, we typically got something that we could share. And so during the parade time, we would go to Auntie Anne's and get a cup of the pretzel bites, and we would.
And we had a bench by the. Hello.
Hey, Katrina.
By the arcade.
Yeah, there was a bench right by the arcade that we sat in. It was in the shade, and we were able to watch the parade and eat our
pretzel
bites. And something to note. Universal in the studios area, right by Cafe La Bamba, if I remember, is the NBC Center. And that is actually where you can go take surveys for actual real cash. Well, it's not like a Universal gift card, but they pay you to do these surveys about upcoming or current TV shows. And we actually watched the pilot episode of New Amsterdam while we were there. He hated it. I loved it because I'd actually been excited for this show. I was like, oh, I really want to watch that. And so we both ended up with $25 gift cards. Mm-hmm. So for our pretzel bites, we just used our gift card to pay for an extra cheese. That way we each had our own cheese. And we also asked for a extra empty cup so that we could like divide the pretzel bites. And they were totally fine with that. They're like, yeah, we're used to that with families and stuff. I think my least favorite one was probably Monsters Cafe during the day.
For character dining, it was awesome. It was top notch.
And if you're wondering what character dining is something that's offered during Halloween Horror Nights. It is their character dining, and it has usually some characters from the scare zones. Like they had some vampires from Vamp 85. They had some of the toys from the Chucky area come through. And then they have some characters from the houses that come through that they have one of the Universal photographers with that they will actually take your picture with.
Which included that year The Purge, which was Statue of Liberty, which you two were going to go shopping once she waxed me.
Yeah, she told me that she wouldn't kill me if I... and then it was Sam
from Trick or Treat, which still is my favorite.
And then the witch from Scary Tales.
Yes, and also Igor.
Oh, and another one that wasn't a PhotoPass one, but what you could like just take a picture with was Igor from Frankenstein, and that was so fun. And I'm so mad that I actually hadn't started vlogging yet. I started vlogging like 5 months later. And it's actually something that I had talked about before we left. I'm like, I should start a YouTube channel. And then I'm like, No, no one would watch me. I'm too. These are my excuses. No one will watch me, and I'm too fat. And you can't.
I'm not saying
You can't see him. He is rolling his eye hard at me at the moment. But the food for Character Night is really good, and because it's so dark in there, we're like, okay, we want to come back tomorrow so that we can
look at some of the movie memorabilia from the different
horror movies.
Classic horror movies. I was like The Creature from the Black Lagoon and Frankenstein.
The
and
Invisible
Dracula.
Man.
Right.
But the food the next day, like, it wasn't. I mean, I don't.
It was.
It was
bad.
It was very lackluster. It was very lackluster.
I didn't think it tasted good.
It wasn't good at all. But I mean, the atmosphere is nice. I will say that there is, because it is a quick service, it does have about 6, I think, of the Coke Freestyle machines in it. So if you're looking for a place to refill your mug and you want to just kind of look at the decor, it is a spot to see some really neat movie memorabilia.
Mm-hmm.
I want to.
So there's a restroom up in that area because there's a lot of movie posts. In the men's, at least, there's a lot of movie posters from the classic horror films like Frankenstein and stuff too.
There isn't in the women's. I find it really funny that the guys is actually more decorated than the women's.
First time ever.
Right. We are both. It's not cold, but it's not hot here tonight. It's like
it's in the upper 60s now.
Yeah, the upper 60s, low 70s. And so we got home we were having dinner, and we decided we wanted tea. So Sam, what are you drinking?
Yogi.
Which one?
Honey lavender stress relief.
That's a good one. And I am having it's by Tazo, Tazo. It's a dessert tea, and it is glazed lemon loaf, and it's actually really good. It's lemon and vanilla, and it actually tastes like Starbucks lemon pound cake. It's really good. So because we ended up having to cut our trip short from the parks, I know there was some places that we didn't eat that we wanted to.
Yes.
Where were some of the places that you wanted to eat?
Cafe 4 and Wimpy's, I believe, were really the two that I wanted to do.
And Cafe 4 during the day is a quick service, but at night it is a character meal where you get to meet the Fantastic Four, right?
Yes, I believe so.
I'm
not a Marvel
or the
fan,
Avengers.
So I couldn't say
don't know.
lot.
But you can meet superheroes there. Just can't remember which ones exactly.
I know Spider-Man's included.
Spider-Man and Captain America and Wolverine. And there's a couple girls.
Storm and...
yeah.
I'm so much a DC person that coming up with Marvel characters is less than... It is not my Jeopardy category.
There aren't many of those. But so that is something to note that if you want to eat there, you will want to do that for lunch, because dinner it is a character meal, and their character meals are actually really reasonably priced.
Yes, especially when you compare them to what's across town.
Right. I want to try green eggs and ham if it's open. It's like...
I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam. I am. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I will not eat them in a box. I will not eat them in a box.
It was really funny. On our trip, we actually got to meet they have characters in Stu's Landing, and I said Sam, and I was talking to him, and actually
it was Sam.
And it was, and like Sam I Am, I turned, and Sam I Am was like right there, like, yes, may I help you? It was really funny, and I think I screamed and scared Sam.
Sam.
Yeah, both of them, because he was over here, I came running because he thought I was dying, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. But so the other dining plan, Universal does offer a.
Ooh, I also want to try bread box.
Oh yeah, and Bread Box is in City Walk, and we.
And I've heard two different ways on the hot dog hall thing.
Yeah,
I've heard good and bad from it, so it's one that's kind of in the middle. I mean, I would enjoy all the baseball memorabilia.
That's probably when we
and
would
walk
get
out of
like
there with anything old Yankee Stadium related.
Great. That's probably.
If it's from the new stadium, we can set it on fire.
In March of 2018, we actually made the decision because we had just come back from 2 weeks at Disney that we wanted a little bit of a break. And I had wanted to go to Harry Potter Land because I love Harry Potter. I was in 3rd grade when the Harry Potter books came out, so we're telling our age here tonight.
I finally saw the first movie the other day.
Yeah, he finally did. And once he has seen all of the movies, this is going to be like a weekend thing for us. We can just chill out in bed and watch Harry Potter. We will do a video, and Sam will let you know what he thought about the Harry Potter movies. So that will be coming probably after the first of the year, with how weekends sometimes go around here. But we made the decision to go to Universal. And we did purchase military tickets. So we purchased the quick service dining plan, and because we still had active military IDs, we were still in the Guard. We also did one day at SeaWorld, which we...
With the Ways of Honor.
Correct. Then the Ways of Honor gave us the complimentary ticket, so all we had to do was pay for the photo pass and for our all-day dining plan.
Which the barbecue there is really good.
Yeah, the barbecue is really good. But
I can't remember anything else I ate that day, but I remember the barbecue.
We were really confused on how their all-day dining works. We had been to SeaWorld, not SeaWorld. We were at SeaWorld. We had been to Worlds of Fun with their all.
Well, even SeaWorld in San Antonio's was different than what it is in Orlando.
Yeah. Like SeaWorld in San Antonio and Worlds of Fun are pretty much the same. Like if we went in and got food and scanned our all-day dining at 9:05 a.m.
At 10:05 you could get your next one.
Right. But it's not. It doesn't work that way.
It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half, not like
keeping track of it instead of just a solid hour.
Yeah, instead of like going, you have to like figure out, okay, like we scan, and it's not based like, it's not like, oh well, it rounds to 9. You actually have to physically look at your receipt because there's a time on it, and you can't use it until an hour and a half past that time, and like not even like.
But the food's really good.
Yeah, the food's really good. The dining plan is just really confusing. And that is for the food part. There's a whole other part for drinks.
Yeah.
Like every half an hour you can get a bottle of water, which we didn't realize that until we were already
on our way to Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. You live and you learn. I was not as informed on SeaWorld. I will admit that.
It is what it is.
But so we made the decision to go to Universal. And Sam was really excited because he's like, hey, we can do Halloween Horror Nights. And I'm going, okay.
It's Cousin A.
Can I peek through my hair? Because I'm not a horror person. I'm not a scary things person. Okay, let me take that back. I'm not a scary movie person. That's not real life.
I say she'll enjoy the Amityville Horror is perfectly fine because it's based on reality. Or The Exorcist.
Right, but if it's like fake, it freaks me out.
If it's Scream or Halloween,
It freaks me out. Sam thinks it's really weird. But
You'd spend the night in the Winchester Mystery House, but not spend the night watching one movie or Scream.
yeah, I freaked out at the movie Scream, not gonna lie. Even though it was like the guy who plays Shaggy is the bad guy. I was like, is this like a parody movie? It was
Yes and no.
But so we ended up deciding to do horror nights. And I totally lost my train of thought of where I was going with this conversation.
Okay.
Welcome to Life with Lena. It happens even
And I have no notes, so I can't help guide it back on track.
Yeah, that's very true. We're going to Universal Hollywood. Oh yeah. So we didn't really know a whole lot about Universal before we went.
No, we really didn't.
So Sam was like, "Why don't you search YouTube?" And we found a couple vloggers that we've been following ever since. Everyone, they're really popular. It's Rick Splix and Tim Tracker. We've been following them since we decided to go, and those are the two that have conflicting opinions on the hot dog Hall of Fame. So I think what we're gonna end up having to do is go try it, but like not get the 2-foot long hot dog, get like a regular hot dog and split it.
Yeah.
So, and I promise not to go without you to try it while I'm down there.
Yeah.
I'm already going to his hotel, people. It is the hotel you really want to go to.
It is.
But we are right now we do have a vacation booked for July of next year.
Yes.
So right now we are it
is a possibility for then. It's not certain
Right.
where we will stay.
Right. Right now we are booked at Endless Summer. Surfside. Because Dockside isn't open yet. And I apologize for the cough and the nasal stuff. It's allergy season. They're cutting hay. And with my asthma, it just takes me forever to get over the cough. It drives him nuts because I start having coughing fits in the middle of the night. He's like, yep, it does. But overall, there are so many places to eat on the dining plan, and I will link them in the description below to the PDF for the dining plan at Universal. Like I said, anyone can buy the quick service. There are two kinds. There's the one snack, one meal, one drink. Then there's the one meal, one snack, and the unlimited refill for that day, and it's per day. So if you are going for 5 days and you want the Coke Freestyle mug every day, you have to select the Coke Freestyle mug for each day.
You know what's interesting is you can technically get a new one every day.
Yeah, that is true. And so we actually just didn't have room to bring home our mugs, which I'm really bummed that we ended up not. But since I will be there 2 days, I will get two of the refillable mugs, and so I will be bringing them home. So I will get one, and you will get one.
Yay.
You get something out of this trip.
I got the bill. Does that count?
Yeah. Yes. No. Maybe. Somebody help me. What is the right thing to say here? But if you are staying on property and you are booking a package, you can get their full service dining plan, which is one sit down meal, and that is at select locations.
It's very select, though.
Yeah, one sit down.
We did look at it at one time, and it's very select.
Mm-hmm. One sit down, one quick service, one snack, and one drink. There is not a refillable mug option for the full service dining plan. However, you can purchase the mug separately if that's something that you are interested in. And I will let you know that the dining plan is not usable at the resorts. nor is the theme park mug good at the resorts. Because the hotels are all third party, they're owned by Lowe's. They're third party contracted to Universal. They are not part of the dining plan. So, like when I have my mug from the park, I won't be able to use it in the resort. If I want something to drink in the resort, I am going to have to purchase a mug for that for my couple nights there. But he'll hijack the Hard Rock mug. He gets 2 mugs and the bill. So that is something to note, that if you are going and you are looking at doing the dining plan, definitely make sure to know that it is not usable at the resorts. And that, I know, is a big turnoff for a lot of people. It's just because they are third party contracted. My suggestion to you is, if it's something that you want to see be available to use at the resorts, email guest service, stop by guest service while you're in the parks and say, hey, look, we come here a lot. We love staying at the resorts. We love the dining plan. However, we want to see it expanded to be able to include the resorts. It may not happen this year. It may not happen next year. It may not
happen at all.
Right. But if it's something that enough people start saying, hey, we want to see this, we might see something change. That's what happened with the photographers at Horror Nights.
Yeah.
They didn't used to have photographers at Horror Nights because it is a separately ticketed event, and because of all the IPs, they don't have like photography permissions, is what they told us. But enough people started saying, hey, we want photos during Horror Nights, that they have photographers in the front. And they even have.
There was one by the church near Twisted Tradition.
Yep, and they have They have them in select spots, and they will only take photos in one direction.
Yes.
Like at Disney, you could say, if the tree is in the background, you could say, hey, would you take a picture with the castle? And then we turn around and take a picture with the tree. They can't do that there. Like if I'm facing you, and you guys out there are the photographer, you have to take it this way. You can't move, and there's only certain poses that they do. Mm-hmm. So just be aware that it is different than the.
But they do still have computer enhanced photographs. I don't think it's technically called a magic shot.
Yeah, it's not technically called a magic shot. It's computer.
That's what I'm saying. A computer enhanced.
Yeah, a computer enhancement shot, I think. Like one of them from Horror Nights is a picture of me doing this, and he's doing this, and I'm like this, and it has a human heart in it. So I literally stole his heart.
Yeah, you didn't have to do it that way. I never had it.
So, and that is, the photos is also a third-party contract. It's through My Universal Photos. And currently through the 18th of October of 2020, they are running a promotion. You can find them on Facebook, My Universal Photos, and go to their pre-sale. And this time they have a 5-day, a 10-day, and an 18-month. And the nice thing about it is that it is not activated until you activate it in the parks, and you must activate it before it will start saving your photos. And something different about the photos at Universal as opposed to Disney, where you have 30 days to decide if you want them. You have that day to decide if you want them, because if you don't have the package, they go away at the end of the night. Unless it's a special event like Mardi Gras or Character Dining, then they will keep those for a few days so that you can come and claim them, especially the Mardi Gras ones, because people are on the floats and then they leave and they forget about their photos. So they do keep those for a few days. But regular general park photos, they do dump at the end of the day. So that is just something to know. So I think that's it for tonight. We're going to put me to bed because I work tomorrow, and so do you. So if you have any questions regarding Universal and the dining plan, please don't hesitate to shoot me a message on Instagram. And if I don't know, I will find out the answer for you. So we will see you next time. And don't forget that this is Vlogtober, and there is a daily video at 8 a.m. Central Time, 9 a.m. Walt Disney World.